Do you shelf knowledge? Last week, I attended an annual conference for over 120 high-performing coaches from all over the world. Yes, it was very amazing. All the presenters were coaches sharing their knowledge, the wisdom, strategies, tactics, so we can learn from them and help our clients in a greater capacity. And I know many of you have attended a conference of some kind. Maybe it was for your company, your industry, or conference convention where you can gain more knowledge to help your own business grow or even improve your life. As I'm preparing for my first TEDx talk, I do mention how we as attendees like to go to these events and then we shelf the knowledge. I mean, it takes us time to travel to the events and we spend money on the event, the hotel, the transportation, the food, drinks, sit in a cold conference room and drink bad coffee. Listen to speakers that are giving away gold that could probably help us in our lives or our businesses. We get the workbooks, the handouts, take great notes, and maybe even buy the presenter's books or programs. Then the event's over, we go back home, tired, excited, and we do what 98% of all the attendees do with all that information. We put it on a shelf or an electronic file and say, I'll get to implementing everything one day. Sad to say, that day never comes for most people. That's shelving knowledge. No one gets around to implementing what you took away from that event unless you block the time out after the event to develop a solid plan of action to implement all that knowledge you just gained in your business or your life. I mean, one technique I learned a long time ago was to block out time immediately after the event. So as soon as the event is done, I went home and I had time already blocked out so I can create a plan on what I wanted to implement in my business and in my life from everything I just learned. I had everything down from this event down to one page. And then I ranked the items from like 1 to 4. So ones are those items that you can implement really fast without doing much else. And it's going to give you a big bang for your business. 2 are those items that can be implemented that would lead to a big impact, but may need to have something implemented beforehand, like sending out some emails. You got to craft the email first. 3s are those items that would take some time to implement. Maybe you need some additional resources or people to get that implemented. And then 4 are the long-term action items that can be completed after 1s, 2s, and 3s are done. They might need some outside assistance to get them implemented, like a marketing strategy on SEOs. So once everything's ranked, put a due date or a timeline on each action item, and then put those tasks in your calendar to get them completed. Just focus on one at a time. Don't try to eat the whole elephant at once. One tactic I've heard, and it does work very well, is to block out the first business day after the event to create and implement your action plan. There's some kind of psychological strategy on that. So no matter what, just block out that dedicated time to look at your notes, all the materials, put down what you want to implement in your business and life, and then rank them in the order to accomplish the action steps. Put them on your calendar and start taking action and implementing those great ideas. One great idea I took away from the conference was building a new podcast, Experts Over Coffee. The podcast is going to be different than our current podcast, which is Biz Coach and Coffee. I'm looking to launch it in January of 2023. And I've already started booking high-performing business owners who are experts in their industry, and they're going to share their expertise to help the listeners grow their business and improve their lives. So if you own your own business 5 or more years, have at least 5 or more employees that are not relatives, and you're willing to be interviewed on the podcast, then please let me know. Or if you know that great business owner that fits that criteria and they are open to being a guest and talk about their business and their industry, please let me know. So if you have all that shelved knowledge, book some time on your calendar now. Get that material off your shelf or computer files and look at it again. See what you can use to grow your business and improve your life. And then create that action plan and start implementing that knowledge. Unshelf that knowledge. To your business success, this is Biz Coach Steve.